How's everybody doing? Wanted to go over a couple, live executions today, right on our NQ chart. Today's going to be Thursday, May 9th. We had a couple comments calling us Hindsight Warriors, and I say us, but really me. Right, but we're going to go over a couple trades we took today, right before news as well as after news, and everything was caught live in the Discord. Right, Buddy Crunk here was talking about I want to see news taken out sell side. We stopped him with that YM SMT. May want to grab these Asia highs and SMT somewhere up there. Obviously, then Brandon, right? Somebody catch these free longs. All right, that was right about here, right? And you see that's the same day as well. Today, right? 724, 726. Right. Most likely manipulation below the lows. SMT with YM or my anyway. And then as well, right? Here as well, right? We're gonna go over these two trades. Alright, there is music on it, I had to cut that. But right, we had an SMT at the lows. Right after this news, obviously we gave the narrative behind why we wanted to go long for news. Take out these highs, right? ES had a lot of equal highs. Right, and even the short that we took was not even perfect to the short that I really wanted to take. But right, ended up working out. Right, we took out there. Right, didn't quite reach my line that I wanted it to, but with the SMT I was alright taking this. Right, after we get down this low and we SMT at this low, I'm thinking maybe we're gonna continue lower, but also there's a chance it coming to stop me at break even or stop me out. And with that SMT, that's what I was expecting at that point. And like I said in the Discord, right, I'm gonna hold these regardless. If it comes to stop me out, it comes to stop me out, right? That's 20 30 ticks. It's nothing. And that's just gonna be good for your psychology at the end of the day, right? Just if you're sitting there trying to get out of trades, bouncing out, right? If you set the trade, just set it, let it play out. Right, there's no point really watching the rest of this one. It kind of it gets stopped out like I told you. Gonna hop into the next one here. I'm sorry about that. I'm not gonna cut that. I'm just gonna roll this one piece. Right, simply, I mean, it's like 5 or 10 minutes afterwards. Right, still a great setup coming into right before open. We had the SMT come into 50%, respect 50%, and come in and wick the fair order block as well, and respect 50% of the fair value gap. We failed to close above multiple times. Gave me and the SMT as well with YM and ES gave me the confirmation, that hey, maybe that's going to end up being our high. Right, we displace above the high aggressively. So like every time, we sell above the high. And this is the main part here that's hard for a lot of people. Even, me recording this video and, waiting on it to hit. Right? Kind of just takes a long time. And this is 16 times speed. You see how long it really took. It's probably like 15, 30 minutes. And you're not going to, hit, 200 trick trades or 300 tick trades if you're not going to hold that long. Right? As we get below this low here, coming into this obvious fair value gap, I knew we would get a retracement up from it. So especially being on one con, right here we have our retracement up, right? I'm fine there. And then after this, right, we take the lows after open, and I was okay holding, right? If I maybe had more cons, I could go break even, but only being on one contract, I went ahead and took out there, right? Waited for a little bit more confirmation that we were going to continue lower, because especially with YM, how YM was looking, he was going looking a little bit weird today, right? So then we get that continuation lower and go ahead and take out that low, right? And especially on one contract, right? I really want this sell side level to be taken out into this fair value gap, because this last fair value gap will usually hold up price. And the only reason I say it exactly like that is because somebody in the Discord pointed that out. They're like, that last FEG will hold up price, and right, to me it's not the FEG, it's either the rejection block or the order block holding up price. But especially on one contract up almost 200 ticks, I'm not going to risk 20 or 30 more extra ticks to either get down to this low, right, where I would take profit and then PDL, because usually I try not to take profit right at this low, because you know, if we're going to break the low, we're probably going to continue a little bit lower, right? If we don't break the low, we're probably going to stop at the order block, rejection block. So coming to the 1 hour chart, right? Keeping in mind, still accumulating in a range, right? We got to be careful, right? SMT here, right? This short here was pretty perfect, right? And I really wanted to see this low, ran. Right, but with ES, right, leaving the equal highs and the obvious, uh, FEG, right, on the 15 minute, wanted to see an SMT, right, above these highs, right, or even, you know, this high. Um, right, we didn't get that. Instead, right, with the SMT that we did get, right, above the lunch highs and the not lunch highs, excuse me, the PM highs, as well as the overnight liquidity, you know, gave me a little bit of warranty to go ahead and take it. Right, we started to respect this 15-minute BISI, right, failed to close but through, and formed a rejection block esque right candle. And the reason I say it's rejection block, right, it's not the most high probability in the world because, you know, we're not sweeping like an external high right up here, but it's still a pretty decent um, lower time frame rejection block to take, you know, lower, right? And so you could have even taken it here on this candle, right? And that goes with our Model 3 with our previous video. Right, sweep liquidity here, right, close, right, instantly reject down, right, form a CSID, right, below our candle opening, and right, as well, you have the 3 candle, right, 1, 2, 3, distribute all the way through, right, and you see we failed to take the lows, so, you know, just proves my point with why I took out early, right, I took out below this low, we'll probably say here, because it ran just a little bit, right, and I would have been risking, right, say, you know, you're not ever going to catch the bottom. So we'll just throw 40 ticks on there, right, when I was up already, right, like 150, right, and that would have been 190. I mean, as you saw in the video, right, it was pretty close to squeaking 200. So, right, it played out, you know, in my favor, and it also played out in a way where I could keep myself safe on one contract as well, right? Not, you know, not much more to go in depth here, right? There's, you know, I could keep going and explaining, but right, you know, most y'all won't even, you know, most people don't even make it to the end of the video to hear the explanation and listen through the explanation itself. Right, you could also go with the CRT here as well. I'm pretty sure a 15-minute one looked, yeah, right. You have a 15 inside candle into a PDA, right? Candle high, candle low, right? CRT high, CRT low, right, as well as a 5-minute CRT, right, same as Friday, into like the rejection block esque. This is not a rejection block, but I'm just saying S because it, you know, comes into the wick, SMTs, and delivers higher, right, run those highs, position ourselves within the wick, bam, run these lows, right, we ran these lows, and obviously you can see how that could be a pyramid entry, you know, upwards, you know, to run higher, but with the opening Judas, right, we just dumped, and I mean, as you can see, right, this is why I wasn't, right, super confident in it. YM was doing its thing, especially higher time frame as well. You see YM coming above this high that we have marked here as low resistance, right, and all this stuff is, you know, set out pre-hand, right. And if you ever have, you know, question that it's not set out pre-hand, obviously, you know, you can always come in the Discord and see everything, right. It's, you know, everything is usually called out, pressed out, or pointed out. You know, I forget sometimes, but I'm a trader first, so I'm not gonna warrant, you know, me putting something in the Discord or giving an alert, right? Because I want to mess up my trade or something, right? I'm always gonna focus, right? My trades first and teaching second, because right, if you learn how to do it, right, you don't even need alerts, and past that, alerts are just fucking for bots, bro. Like you don't need an alert, man. I did that shit for so long, and you just need yourself. That's all you need. But yeah, I'm gonna end that one off here. Hope y'all enjoyed the live executions. Kind of just a small recap. You know, obviously there's some more in-depth stuff. I didn't even really go over the time aspect of it or any open, high, low, close, right? But it's there, right? Just keep that in mind, and mark it on your own chart. See what you can see that I didn't go over, because there is some stuff missing, right? I didn't want to make this a super long ass video, but yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all have a good rest of the week.